Jake Paul is scary of KSI? Not the Nigerian nightmare.
How the tables have turned.
Dang, your eye healed fast as hell, nigga. You Wolverine, nigga.
Jake Paul, the man that considers himself the best influencer boxer in the world, has already had enough of fighting boxers. For those of you that don't know, Jake Paul fought Tommy Fury in February.
And lost.
He
We
got
gotta see this.
destroyed. Claimed the reason why he lost was because he had a wet dream.
I know you didn't want to, but Mom said, she said Jake had a wet dream the night before his fight.
And now has gone.
No, absolutely not. Order in the court. There is no way that was Jake's excuse. Hold on. I ain't even hear that. We're running that back because I don't believe it. Get this video to 3,000 thumbs up, bro. We keep it up with this Jake Paul and KSI.
I know you didn't want to, but Mom said, she said Jake had a wet dream the night before his fight.
And now has gone back to fighting MMA fighters. Yes, Jake Paul is fighting Nate Diaz this week.
First of all, I'm super excited to see this. I know people are going to get, ooh up the band. Nah, I don't even know why. I've been wanting to see Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. They've been talking about that for a while, so I'm happy to see this. But what's KSI talking about? He's not boxing boxers?
Hey, fighters. Yes, Jake Paul is fighting Nate Diaz this August. Nate Diaz, a man that has had most of his fights at lightweight, so that's about 155 pounds. I mean, I guess he's had some fights at welterweight, which is about 170 pounds. But with a record of 3 wins and 3 losses at welterweight, it's not great. Now, keep in mind, in August, Jake Paul is going to be fighting Nate Diaz, 185 pounds. Nate has never fought at 185 pounds, whereas Jake has several times. So already that's in Jake's favor. Now let's be real. Nate Diaz isn't really known for his striking. Even in 4-ounce gloves, rarely knocks anyone.
He is known for his slap, though. Look at me, Stockton slapped the shit out of you, but shout out to the Diaz. But I want to see Jake Paul catch a Stockton slap. Hey, yo, the Stockton slap better not be illegal. That better be in the contracts that he can open hand 1 or 2 times. You feel me? Because that's what we're here for. We need to see a Stockton slap. By the way, shout out to KSI and his pettiness for jumping in this and trying to just deflate this fight as soon as he can. Bruh, the beef between these two niggas is real. I can't wait to see the KSI Jake Paul match.
Isn't really
the anger between them is gonna.
Even in 4-ounce gloves,
they're gonna try to kill each other.
Knocks anyone out cold. In fact, most of his wins are via submission. You know why? Because that's what he's good at. He has a black belt in jiu-jitsu. 12 of his 21 wins in MMA is via submission. That's over half. That's not a coincidence. That's just because he's very good at jiu-jitsu.
Now that's a little over half, though. You said 12 out of his 21, or what did you say? 12 out of his.
Not a coincidence. That's just because he's via submission. That's over. In jiu-jitsu, 12 of his 21 wins in MMA is via submission. That's over half. That's not a coincidence. That's just because he's very good at jiu-jitsu. You know what he's not very good at? Boxing. Nate Diaz is a 37-year-old black belt.
Oh, KSI came to pillage Jake Paul's village. No freaky. Oh, he want nobody to be happy about this. This is what he's supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do, KSI. This turned into WWE, and I love it, bro. I love it.
That happens to throw a punch every now and then. And for me, ladies and gentlemen, that is the problem with Jake Paul. He's a fraud. And people need to wake up to this fact. He can't beat boxers. That's why he's staying clear from me, Salt Pappy, Joe Fournier, etc. Because he knows
he's staying clear from Salt Pappy.
He's not that good. Now, chances are Jake Paul will beat Nate Diaz, either through decision or via knockout or technical knockout. And that's mainly because Nate Diaz won't be able to use his ultimate weapon, his best weapon.
My nigga KSI has already deflated even if he wins. He said even if he wins, we ain't giving him credit, nigga. Whether you agree with what he's saying or not, this is entertaining. This is how you sell a fight, bruh.
Jiu-jitsu. Instead, he's going to have to rely on his subpar boxing ability against Jake Paul. Who, let me remind you, only does boxing. And this is the same bullshit that we're gonna get with the whole Ben Askren situation. Do you know how many people believe that Ben Askren was gonna beat Jake Paul? Quite a lot of people. Hell, even I thought Jake Paul was gonna lose. But this time, nah, I ain't falling for this shit again. I mean, knowing what we know now, it's crazy to think that we ever thought that Ben had a chance. I mean, look at how Jake Paul celebrated after beating Ben Askren. Ben Askren doesn't even know how to punch. And he said...
Yeah, I think that a lot of that more, though, is how many people doubted him. Like you said, you even thought he was going to lose. So, like, yeah, he's going to celebrate like that. There's no problem.
Celebrating like he's just won the World Cup. It's all just cringe. Just like his fan base. They just eat all his shit that he secretes out of his mouth daily. May 13th, or next month, I'm going to be fighting Joe Fournier. He is a boxer, a 9-0 pro boxer. That's all he does. No MMA, no wrestling, no jiu-jitsu, no kickboxing, no judo, no karate, just pure boxing. And I'm training harder than I've ever trained in my life.
I mean, look at
Ladies
your
and gentlemen,
eye.
you will see
I
what
believe
I
you.
will do to him May 13th. So if you want to check it out live, tickets down below. Deji's also
And then you got to sell your own fight. Come on, bruh. Man, come on. Hey, Nigerians in the Niger. Hey, come on, man. While you burying your opponent, you got to sell your own thing too, bruh. I love it.
As well as Salt Pappy and other fighters. It's going to be a sick undercard. It's going to be a sick event. You should definitely
Shout
check
out
it
to Deji and Swarms,
Tickets down
man.
below.
I'm excited
if
for
you've been
that.
to a Misfits event before, you know how amazing these events are. So I'm sure to see you.
Ah, sell your own thing. Sell your own thing.
Knock out Joe Fournier. I want to make a statement. I want to strike even more fear into Jake Paul. And now let's not get it twisted. Jake Paul has been boxing way longer than I have. While he was fighting Gibb, Nate Robinson, Ben Askren, Woodley twice, I was at Wembley Stadium singing Holiday. I was recording weekly videos with the side. I was making YouTube content on my channel. I was going on press runs, promoting my music. I was going on tours, etc. So the fact that I've already overtaken Jake Paul in boxing ability in less than a year, it says a lot. Ultimately,
I don't
Jake
know about
Paul
that.
is scared of me. And if we never manage to make...
Statistically, you haven't. What do you mean? Are you just saying that you're better than him and you're gonna beat him? Well, we have to wait to see that. You're right. I would just say you've overtaken Jake Paul in boxing. I wouldn't say that. Is it in fame? Is it in infamy? Is it in opponents? Is it in record? And because I don't think you have, because most people still, even if you ask the regular person on the street about YouTube boxing, they think about Jake Paul before they think about KSI. Maybe it's an American thing, but that's just a fact here. But I don't think he's past Jake Paul yet. That's why y'all gotta fight. Let's not just draw out the conclusions yet. You feel me?
Make this fight happen. I want you to know this, Jake. You will forever be known as the man that claimed to want to avenge his brother's loss, but ultimately was too scared, was too pussy to actually go through with it. So anyway, enjoy your fight with another
Is he not gonna...
When you're actually ready to man up and end this feud with your boy, KSI, I'll be here waiting. Ready. It's been your boy, KSI. I'll see you on the day. Take care and peace.
Great video! Y'all ain't ready for Jake Paul. I don't even want to see Nate Diaz, and I don't even want to see KSI fight anybody else. Where is Jake Paul versus KSI, man?